Pokemon had just released the pull rate for Crown Zenith. This is going to be releasing on January 20th of 2023. And they've already opened up thousands of packs for you guys. So make sure that you guys thank Pokemon for this information. And let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. This is going to be the new set that's coming out. And trust me, the pulls are going to be amazing. The first one we're going to talk about is going to be the gold cards. The ones that everyone always wants. It's going to be these 4 cards that you see on your screen right now. That's going to be V-Star cards. So these are going to be the ones that a lot of people are going after, but they're going to be incredibly hard to pull. Just because I feel like in the past it's been a lot easier to get these cards, but now a lot's changed and they made it incredibly hard for you to pull these cards. But the pull rates aren't terrible, but I still want to say that it's going to be hard to pull. So these packs are going to be 1 in 150 that you'll get one of these cards. So that's still going to be a pretty tough card to pull, just because you're going to have to buy 150 packs if you're guaranteed at least 1 gold card. So if you're only guaranteed 1 gold card in 150 packs, you're going to have to buy up to 600 packs just to get all 4 gold cards. But at the same time, Pokemon's like the lottery. You're not... Sometimes you might get lucky, sometimes you might not. So just remember that, guys, that these are just numbers based on their odds. It's not like the factual numbers that you're guaranteed anything. So just keep that in the back of your head. The next card that we're going to be talking about is going to be this Pikachu right here. This Pikachu is going to be the second most incredibly hard card to pull, just because Pokemon put a lot of fame into this one. This one card was inside of one of the Japanese collection boxes, but they're going to put it in a set this time. But just because of that reason, it's going to be worth 10 times more, and it's going to be 10 times more probable that you might not pull it right away. But let's look at the odds for this one. The odds for this one is going to be 150, 1 in 150 packs. That means you have a chance of pulling one of these cards for every 150 packs that you buy. So that's still going to be pretty low. It's just going to be like the gold cards. It's still going to be really hard to pull. Next, we're going to talk about these V-Star cards. Or not the V-Stars, the V cards. There's 17 of these cards right now in the set, just like the 2 that you see on the screen right now. And there's 15 other ones. These cards are going to be a lot easier to get than the gold cards and that Pikachu. So the pull race isn't too surprising in this one. Pull race for these is going to be 1 in 30 packs. So you still have a good chance of pulling these. It's not going to be incredibly hard to pull these V-Stars, these V cards. And if you've opened up cards in these past sets, you know that V cards aren't incredibly too hard to pull. So your chances are probably a little bit better than this. So if you're trying to chase one of these V cards, it's not going to be too hard. Next one we're going to talk about is going to be these V-Stars. Just like the 2 you see on your screen right now, there's 6 other more that are going to be in this set. And these kind of cards are going to be a little more expensive, just because there are V-Stars that have different abilities in the game. So they're going to be a little more sought after. That's why they have a higher pull rate, or a lower pull rate, I should say. These cards are going to be 1 in 38. So it's not terrible. It's still pretty good odds, so it's not too bad. But it's still going to be pretty hard to pull if you're trying to find all 8 of these cards. The next one we're going to go into is a V-Max. So just like the 2 you see on your screen right now, there's 3 other V-Max cards that they have in the set. These ones are going to be a little more tougher just because they have that special foil on the top, and they have that texture to the card, and they're a little more sought after because a lot of people like to play with these V-Max cards in the game. These are going to be 1 in 30, so it's not too bad. It's still better than the V-Star. So just because they're more playable in the game doesn't mean they're going to be harder to pull. So that's some good news for everyone that plays the TCG game. Alright. And then here are going to be the V-Alt cards, or the V-Alternate cards. Just because they have that different texture on them, different patterns, different pictures. There's going to be 9 of these. So there's 2 on the screen right now, and there's also 7 more. And if you guys are interested, I can make a video about all the cards, just give you guys a sneak peek at all the cards that are coming out. I know there's going to be a lot of videos coming out, and people showing off the cards, so here's just a good idea to show you what the cards look like. These ones are going to be a little harder to pull just because of the, well, you know, all the VL cards are always more expensive just because they have that special texture, they have that special artwork to go with it, and they're a little more different than the regular V cards. So these cards are going to be harder to pull. It's going to be a 1 in 50 packs. So that means for every 50 packs that you buy, you're guaranteed at least one. That's what they say, guaranteed, but it's like I said earlier, it's like the lottery. You never know what you're going to get in these packs. So 1 in 50 isn't terrible. It's still going to be pretty bad to pull though. So just keep that in the mind. Just keep that in the back of your mind. It's going to be pretty hard to pull these cards. The next one we're going to talk about is going to be the art rares. There's 34 of these, like the ones you see on your screen. It's just the Pokemon taking up the full card, its attacks, and everything else. So it's not, you're going to be surprised on what the pull rates are for these just because the artwork is so amazing on these, but you'll be surprised on the pull rates. The pull rate for this is going to be 1 in every 5 packs. So that's surprisingly good just because these cards are amazing and have good artwork. And a lot of people are going to go after these cards, and they're not going to be too hard to pull. And the last ones we're going to talk about is going to be the trainer cards. The trainer cards, there's not too much information on these right now. But as far as we know, as far as we've seen in the past, trainer cards and stuff, I'm just going to throw out a number for you guys just so you have an idea of what's going on. There's going to be 1 in 32 packs just because of how Pokemon has done their trainer cards. Their full art trainer cards, I should say. This is what it's been around there. Usually it's going to be 1 to 35, but lately it's been around the 32 mark. So just keep that in the back of your head. Keep that in mind that it's going to be around there. But just so you guys know the pull rate, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, thanks for watching. Iron Bean out.